I was thinking about money and appreciation and how they kind of go hand in hand. Years ago, I was in line getting a cheeseburger or something, and the teller gave the guy in front of me his change back, and she set the change like on top of the cash. So when the guy went to pull the cash out, the change fell on the ground. It was like, a handful of change. Well, the guy immediately reached down and he only picked up the silver and he left 3 pennies on the ground. They were all right there. I mean, it's not like 3 rolled too far away. And he got his food and he moved over to the side and it was time for me to order. And I reached down and I picked up those 3 pennies and I put them in my pocket. The change, the total came out to $5.03. And I only had $5 on. And I reached into my pocket and those were those 3 pennies. Right then and there as a teenager, that you need to appreciate money at all stages, even at its penny level, because pennies turn into dollars, that turn into hundreds, that turn into thousands, that turn into hundreds of thousands, and then millions. So I would encourage you today to not worry about the money that you have or the money that you're going to get, but appreciate how you got it and where you're going to use it. Because if you focus on what you need all the time instead of kind of how you have it, then you're always in a constant want and you're not really getting in a position to allow God to use you. And it doesn't mean that even if you appreciate your money, that, bad things aren't going to happen or you're not going to make, a poor choice or a dumb financial decision. I'll leave you with a funny story. It's not really funny for me, but it's funny for this, I guess. One time I saved a bunch of money and I kept it in a cup, like an old soda cup from a fast food place, and I put it on top of my refrigerator and I would just stuff my money in there. And I had my grandparents coming to visit and I basically cleaned up my whole house because they were going to come and visit, and I just was rushing around the whole house throwing away everything that was garbage. And I thought that the soda can was garbage and the soda cup was garbage, and it had like $1,400 in it. And by the time I remembered it, I was already at work. So I rushed home thinking, oh man, I hope they hadn't taken out the garbage yet. And as I got there, I could see the truck pulling away. And I was like, oh, that's it. There's no going back. Like, that's why you put your money in the bank or like not under the bed, type of a thing. So life lessons with money, the ups and downs of your finances. It starts with appreciating the 3 pennies. So today, go out and look on how God's willing to show you how those 3 pennies are working in your life. Over those years, the memory of those 3 pennies has stuck with me, and I've learned how to appreciate the small things as I get to bigger things. Remember, sometime today, go outside and be kind to someone.